One of the things that was hard for me, and it took a lot of reading and research to grapple with, is how could the germ theory have gone on for so
I
long?
know, I know.
And I have to compliment you, and Tom, you're much more polite about it. You call it a mistake, I call it a moneymaker, because if you look at how often this has been used to, protect the insurance companies from liability or make money in a variety, it's a complicated story, but if you go back through history.
Well, the germ theory was promulgated by Louis Pasteur and his German counterpart, Robert Koch. And there was a tremendous amount of opposition to it in his day. Most scientists, they didn't know what was causing disease, but a lot of them talked about poor diet or poisons or what they called a miasma, which is swamp gases.
Right.
But Pasteur said, no, it's one a microbe per disease, and the microbe causes the disease. But we know from his private notes that he cheated.
Right.
He could get these bacteria, and when he exposed an animal to the bacteria, the animal didn't get sick. So that disproved his disease. But what he did was create what he called virulent bacteria, which he did by adding a lot of poisons. And then when he gave that to the animals, often by drilling a hole in their skull and putting it into their brains, that made them sick. And that was how he proved the germ theory, quote unquote. And the germ theory went right into the vaccinations. I mean, they're tied together. A good example is the anthrax, which he actually never could find a real bacteria for the anthrax. But he kept saying there was one, and then he had this vaccine, and he made a lot of money on the vaccine.
Right.
But it never worked. It never worked. In fact, it actually killed a lot of sheep. But the germ theory and vaccinations are joined at the hip, really. And
Right.
the only way that we're going to get rid of this practice of vaccinating is to show that it's just not based on sound science.
Right.